is the mission of Siemens Mobility? In one sentence, helping our customers all over the globe to being able to operate their railway business, be it trains, locomotives, or their infrastructure, more effective and more efficient for the greater good of the passenger experience by providing services, products, solutions that enable our customers to operate their freight transportation or their passenger transportation in a more effective and a more efficient way. When you think about the current economic environment and the challenges the COVID pandemic puts on our customers, you can easily imagine that our customers face, for instance, a huge pressure to control costs because the passenger numbers are down, the freight traffic is down, driven temporarily, hopefully only by the pandemic. And that is what makes our offer to the customer even more important, to being able to support them in these very challenging economic times. Our digital capabilities that we can offer and do offer to our customer enhance the customer to conduct, for instance, maintenance operations on demand, but not according to a fixed schedule as we have been doing it the last 30 years. That saves the customer time, cost, and the customer has a higher availability of its rail vehicles for operational services with which the customer can generate revenues. The customer is faced with operational needs and challenges that always function in regards to the usual three key challenges. The customer needs to transport passengers or freight goods in time, in quality, and as to the agreed price or budget with his customers. Digital services and digital analytics we are offering our customers, first and foremost, help to achieving these goals more effectively. What can you imagine? What does it mean? I'll give you two examples. The customer regularly needs to maintain his locomotive or trains fleet, what I already tapped up on previously. And the customer, of course, has a huge interest that his locomotive fleet or his fleet of trains shows the highest possible availability, means to minimize or reduce to zero, ideally, the downtime. Digital analytics and digital services can offer or contribute tremendously for the customer's operation to reduce these downtimes, because with digital analytics, we are able to provide the customer with information when and only when it is needed to maintain or repair his trains or his locomotive or infrastructure equipment, and with this enabling the customer to extend the time he uses the equipment for generating revenues to the utmost extent. We can also offer services that help the customer to ensure that its assets he invested money for are used in daily operations with the help of our data in the most efficient way, so that it can be generating revenues for a longer time, and also by doing so will not waste resources, for instance, energy fuel when we think about diesel locomotives. The team that is developing these algorithms and analyzing the data is a local one. From a methodological standpoint, of course, cooperating with our headquarters experts. In a couple of countries, like Russia, China is another example, there are requirements as per the law that you store, for instance, the data with which you are working in the country on a local server. You don't send this data to abroad. And of course, we fully comply with these requirements, and that's the second reason why we do what we can do locally. And we plan, depending of course on the feedback of our customers and the talks we have been entering into, also to further grow the local team, so to being able to address more customers in the next couple of years here with local solutions. If you ask me which local solutions and offering we already have in our portfolio, well, first and foremost, I think about the introduced Rail Intelligent platform. That is a smart, very comprehensive data platform and management system with underlying analytics that we are using already as of today in our service depots, so to being able to carry out and stick to our contractual obligations and commitments we have been giving to RGD in maintaining the Lastschka regional train fleet, but also the Sapsan very high-speed fleet. We have further concrete portfolio elements, if I may call it like that, in our offering for privately led railway operators, typically mining companies and alike, where we have a data analytics solution in place. We analyze real-time data of their fleets about the status of a locomotive. Where is a locomotive? Is the locomotive currently operated in an efficient manner? Or do we have any indications that the locomotive may face a problem? And then we can inform the customer, or in the future our service personnel could then jump in and ensure there will be no breakdown and stoppage of the locomotive. So this is what we concretely offer and work and collaborate with our customers with as of today. If you want to be ready for the efficient and effective operation of your railway assets in the 21st century, we are the ultimate and right partner for that.